Mayor Lucas, the Washington Post just put KC on the national spotlight, but not in the way we want. They called out the Sunfresh on Linwood and Prospect as government-run grocery store with empty shelves, even though it's privately operated. Taxpayers put up $750,000 to help keep it afloat, and it still lost nearly $900,000 last year. Now, with food prices sky high and millions of Americans losing food assistance, what's the real plan for food access in our underserved neighborhoods? Are the city-supported grocery stores actually the answer, or just a well-meaning idea with no meat on the shelves, Mayor Lucas?
What I would say is this. First of all, look, I have as many critiques, questions, challenges for the Sunfresh on Prospect as anybody, but I'll never be ashamed of trying to make sure there is government support for private investments and things like access to groceries on Prospect and on the east side of Kansas City. Kansas City, Missouri spends $14 million a year subsidizing Power and Light District. We spend $50 million a year subsidizing our professional sports teams. So to me, it sounds like $750,000 trying to make sure people have access to food is something that actually is a good investment for us. We actually did help subsidize the Aldi that's on Prospect, right? We've managed to help lots of other places, the Costantino's grocery store downtown. So I'm always trying to get it right, but those who are trying to make some political hay out of things are just trying to play political games that aren't relevant to Kansas City at a time I think the Trump administration is having issues with its defunding of rural health care. I also make this point for people in our own community, because I did read that article. I will never get talking mess on your own neighborhood. And sometimes there are people that just seem to have this love of looking at all the problems in their own spot, not looking at the fact that that same thing is happening, right, eons more in others. So I'll continue to support responsible investments and access to needs like groceries in Kansas City on Prospect until I'm done being mayor.